Okay, seeing my body is fun and all, but it can sure get annoying. 1, 2, 3. So 1, 2, 3. Okay, you're gonna notice that you can't hear anything in game anymore. That's because I have 50 of all the minecarts on there. So yeah, that's pretty funny. Anyway, once I break this lever right here, the machine is going to activate. You won't be able to hear it because there's, like I said, a whole crap load of things in nearby. I'm gonna get myself slum / give at s netherite underscore helmet enchantments equals poop id equals level equals 4 bam. Now I have myself a blast 4 netherite helmet. This time it's going to be boots. This time it's going to be chest plate leggings. Now I'm going to equip myself a totem of undying and set myself to survival mode. That's the only way to survive it, is if you have a totem of undying in your offhand. It's such an obscure position, and because there's so many of those, it lags out your game. It creates this devastating hole. Look at it. It's, like I said, devastating. Now, there's just this really small contraption. That was just 50 minecarts on all of these. Let's do this again, but with only 10 on all of these. Okay, this is our 10 leveled one. So we wouldn't die immediately. Obviously 10 probably isn't enough. This is our 5 leveled one. Weird. So part of it, I believe, takes a bit of RNG. I was wrong about the 10 leveled one. It does work, but you have to get them properly. So if they're sprinting and jumping and they just barely nick the very edge of the machine, it'll start blowing up immediately and keep them towards the edge of the blast. Anyway, the 5 leveled one was enough to kill me in full blast for netherite armor. That's mad. That's insane. Obviously, I'm not doing resistance, but a normal person would just, you know, not have resistance on them 24/7. Okay, let me show you how this works. It's really simple. Now, the reason why it's so big is because there's a safety system, so you don't blow up when you're making this, and you can leave safely without it blowing up. But I've advanced it enough that the safety system is impossible to turn back on. You'll see why. This is technically 2 bombs. It's more like 4 bombs. It's a Tetra-Bomb. See, there's 4 sides. You could technically do this with 1 side. What's going on here is you have the TNT minecart, which is getting launched into a wall. The TNT minecart is being powered by these repeaters, which cannot turn on at all, so the shulkers can't turn them on unless this repeater is powered off. This repeater can only be powered off if this redstone right here is turned off, connecting into the lever. Now there is these comparator extenders, which extends the length of the redstone delay. There's a delay to the redstone. When you turn it on, it instantly turns on. Let me turn this off. So I've found it to be extremely difficult to turn on the safety system with enough time to stop this before the skulks activate it. So if you don't have the redstone in place at all, never turn on the redstone. If you don't have the redstone in place at all, you can come over here and flip on the switch and the bomb will never blow up. In fact, I am so certain of this that I will risk to detonate my own bomb like this. There's even comparators to slow it down like this to stop the skulk sensors from getting to the bomb. As you can see, this bomb did not blow up. And there is 2 sides to this. There's 2 repeaters connected to it. There's 2 skulk sensors connected to 1 bomb. Okay, this is to double lock the bomb, so you have to break not only this one, but also this skulk sensor. Now, the most efficient way to defuse this bomb is through the skulk sensors. The problem with this, though, obviously, if you step on anything, it instantly activates. If you place anything, it instantly activates. If you are 2 blocks away, let's say you figured out where the skulk sensor was and you're crouching and everything, bam, you're dead. There's 3 other skulk sensors to stop you from breaking this one. Even if you were to do the rimming technique and replace this with wool, you would have to jump back out and do that another 3 times somehow without getting caught. The rimming technique is as follows. You get yourself a shovel. People are probably going to have netherite shovels for this because this is really difficult thing to get rid of. And you're going to get yourself some wool. Doesn't matter what kind, as long as the wool is actually there. Put the wool into your offhand. This is where it is. What you're going to start off is you're going to find it, you're going to find the place, and you're going to go 1 block next to it. Well, not exactly, you're going to stay here, and then you're going to locate a block next to it. And just break it and instantly place the wall. I failed so hard. Okay, well, I'm really bad at it. Zeno, I think, did a video on how he did this. Yeah, that's really difficult to do. The rimming technique would have to be used over and over again, and it's really hard to do. So have fun trying to destroy this thing. It's pretty much impossible. I have yet to challenge Zeno to disarm this. Okay, and this is where the redstone torches come into play. As you can see, there's these main bombs right here. So this skulk not only targets this one, it also goes back here and targets this block, which activates this rail right here. See, if I were to turn this off and make a noise, the skulk hits this, which hits that. Notice how there's a slight delay from me touching the ground and the skulks hearing my sound. The lever also has to be perfectly placed. It has to be in one of these center blocks. This has to be perfectly compact the way it is right now in order for me to pull the lever and all the skulk sensors hear it at the same time. Well, these two will hear it just slightly later, but because it's not that big of a difference, the lever still hits the redstone, which still hits it just in time. It's just one redstone more. Luckily, I don't have to work around quantum subtick mechanics for this design. It was really simple and it's extremely overtly effective. You can make huge bombs out of this. The thing about it though is it's kind of directional. If I step over here, this bomb is going to trigger both of these first. So if I were to disarm it, come over here, trigger this one. Notice how this is the only one that gets triggered and it's just these two bombs that blow up. Well, these will blow up first and then these ones will blow up after. So if you're walking anywhere toward the bomb at all, if I were walking this way toward the bomb, this one's going to hear it, then blow up these ones around it. So even if I make it somehow run really fast and make it right here, these bombs are going to catch up afterwards and blow me up right on the spot. Now the locking mechanisms, if I were to go over here after I disarm it, right, I come over here and get myself a pressure plate just like this. I can easily walk over here and bam! Look, none of these are going off. Why is that? Because I'm stepping on it and it's locked and I can hit all 4 of these skulk sensors from here. It's a bit powerful. So you have to have a way to turn it off. Now I was trying to think of a way to turn it off and then I stumbled on an idea. What if we just did that same locking mechanism where this lever, what if we made a way where when this lever turns off, then redstone torches turns on and it can lock these ones in place. So that's why I have this redstone torch. So now that I have all 4 of the switches, you can see that now. These ones can no longer take power from this redstone. Well, they can, and when they do, it turns this back off, but because of the delay, this one catches this, but it's already powered on. So even if you were to somehow pressure plate it, no matter what, these ones will be caught on. The only downside though is it's only those 2, this one and that one, that get caught on. Yeah, and that's the entire build. Hey, you made it to the end. I hope you have a fab testicular day. Bye bye.